Ladies and gentlemen, this is the Crypto Duck Life.
Let's give it some. Alright. Yeah. Well, it's Saturday. Hello, hello, hello. What another exciting 24 hours we've had. Isn't it glorious, eh? Bitcoin is up 9% on the day, 22% on the week, sitting currently on 2678. We did touch the 21k. Very, very strong resistance at the 21k. We bounced off it 3 times. Slightly over the first, and then just touching the second 2 times. But we're bouncing along at the high ends of the well, yeah, between 2500 and 21k. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see how much oomph this gusto, this little burst has. Ethereum is up 8.4 on the day, which is 20 on the week, sitting on 1529. Breached both major support lines for them. BNB's up 5.5 on the day, which is 17 up on the week, sitting on 303. So it's been a pretty good time for BNB as well. Over the week, the big winner was Gala, up a colossal 109%. Mana is up 84.9%. APT was up 95%. Solana has done well as well. That's up 64%. Probably tied in with HNT, which has risen 59% due to their phone collaboration, I'm guessing at and off. Sand was up 53.9%. So you've got Gala, Mana and Sand, all 3 metaverse related coins, so that could be pretty good for them, all things considered. Yeah, 600 million's worth of shorts were liquidated in that little rally. So amazing stuff. After all the Hugh Boy talk and oh god it's a going, Justin Sun is talking about buying 1 billion's worth of DCG assets. How much of that is to take people's mind off of or think everything's going great at Hugh Boy, I don't know, but that's what he said in an interview. Cardano as a stablecoin project, DZ, created by Coty, is the company behind DZ. It's an algorithmic stablecoin and it should be launched on Cardano this coming month. So that'll be fairly big for Cardano and obviously Coty themselves. Great stuff for them. Not sure how I feel about algorithmic stablecoins yet, but I guess, you know, it's going to constantly be improved. It's something that needs to exist. So yeah. Right, well, DOT has also seen very strong development in the last few days. I'm expecting big things from DOT in this coming push. I really am. DOT should be a very good, strong investment. I'm not quite sure whether we'll see the, you know, the big times is that some lower market cap coins could possibly reach, but it's still almost guaranteed profit. Not financial advice. Do your own ducking research. Paul Logan explained his recovery plan for his, you know, embattled crypto zoo NFT project. He said that him and his manager are going to burn all their tokens, and he's personally pledged $1.3 million worth of Ethereum to reward those players and try to make things right. He's also promised to finish the game, which would be a pretty good start, don't you think? I think so. Whitebit, the European crypto exchange, has sponsored the Ukrainian football team. Probably a very good team to get behind with their current exposure. Good for them. MetaMask is working on a beta Ethereum staking program. I believe it's connected to Lido and Rocket Pool, but we'll see on that front. 4 people have been accused of money laundering from that Bulgarian Nexo investigation rather than the company themselves. The company themselves are apparently considering whether to sue the authorities for the damage done or not. Things to look out for. You've got Mineplex. It's basically a crypto bank. They run off the Plex token and Mine token. They've seen very good rises in the last 7 days. It's way further down the charts than what I normally talk to. It's sitting on about 30 cents. It had an all-time high of 2.45. Give or push, we might even see a tenner out of that in the 25 bull run. Worth looking into and keeping your eyes on that one. Other things that you really should be looking at this point, especially with the news of Ethereum's new upgrade coming. You've got Lido, LDO, Rocket Pool, RPL, Stakewise, S-Wise is the token, and Frax, FXS, Frax Finance that is. All definitely worth investing in at this point, I would say. Not ducking financial advice, just my own ducking opinion. Okay. Right. Well, let's have a look back at what else has happened this week, because it's been a pumping week, so we'll hit that now. In other news, you've had FTX spending 40 million on flights, hotels and food over 2022. I understand like the shock value. Oh God, 40 million. But 40 million is not a great deal of money for an exchange to spend on stuff like that. Do you know what I mean? It's yes, to regular Joes like you or me, 40 million sounds like a lot of money. In the world of big finance, it's fucking nothing, and they'd be spending, a shit ton whining and dining. The Department of Justice has joined the SEC in investigating DCG and specifically their payouts to certain players in the field. The Hong Kong Finance Secretary has doubled down on his position and is still fully pushing ahead with his crypto hub idea for Japan. For Hong Kong. Bitcoin miners appear to have stopped selling. Now, this capitulation started mid-December. It could well symbolise that the bottom is already in, which would be fantastic. But don't... Look, we've still got a number of big things on the horizon that you need to watch out for, yeah? If DCG goes down, all hell's going to break loose. We're going to see everything come tumbling down again. If Huboy exchange goes pop, everything's going to go fucking tits up again. If Ripple lose their court case against the SEC, woo, everything's going to go tits up. But for the time being, fingers crossed, it's all good, yeah? Let's just look forward. Wire, that we reported last week having shut down, have imposed a 90% withdrawal limit. I guess it's to be expected, really, when they're, going pop. Hey. Right. So, yeah. It's been a fantastic morning. Well, weekend, really, for a lot of my favourites. Optimism, great. Boosting up, fantastic. Near is another one you got to, have at least some money in. Carver, that's had a spectacular couple of days as well. Look, and FLR has dived 70%. Major red, but nothing else has moved whatsoever. Microsoft. It's done a big £10 billion funding of ChatGPT. And, the backing company. It's going to leave them owning 49% of the firm. And it's going to get 75% of its profits until they get that 10 billion funding back. All of that is part and part, but it may mean that we finally see a proper competition for Google. If they can Yeah, but you get where I'm heading with this. You know, ChatGPT, it's sensational for the time being, and that funding will give them the ability to push that even further forward, and hopefully, my brain's sort of seeing it, finding a way of integrating that into the search engine of Bing, and I think that would be a big thing. Not specifically crypto related, but very specifically technology related, and AI is going to be a huge part of crypto trading going forward, and the crypto tokens are going to be AI related, that really push ahead. So, look, we've seen a very good sort of few days, as we said yesterday. Yesterday can continue to be good. Over 42,000 short traders have seen their positions liquidated in just 24 hours. We're talking billions lost there, but that's good as far as I'm concerned. Um, Yearn Finance, it's done an update which is going to let anyone basically create curve reward farms. Not sure how that's going to go, but it's news for both Yearn and Curve, so look for that. SHIB, there's been some SHIB stuff come forward. Binance have staked 4 billion SHIB, and SHIB itself has teased a partnership with Bugatti. Yeah, more bullish news for that. Probably the mightiest of all shitcoins. I mean, Dodge isn't doing anything other than existing. SHIB at least is pushing forward and trying to create partnerships and stuff. Coinbase have announced a further, this is yet more redundancies. It's another 20% of their staff. Disastrous for them. In another open letter, Winklevoss has demanded the DCG CEO Barry is removed from his position. Things are getting pretty heated there between Gemini and the Winklevoss trends and DCG. Huboy's market share, in amongst all this turbulence and trouble for them, it's fallen from 22% down to just 4%. Not nice. South Korea tax officials are probing Bitfum, crypto company. Woo Network is apparently going to burn a quarter of all Woo tokens, so expect to see a blip there. Ethereum are saying, their head developers are saying that they should see the new Shanghai update on the test net as soon as February, which will be huge news for them and continues to push Lido and Ethereum in the right direction. The DOJ officially took Sam's 456 million in Robinhood shares. Obviously very big news for him. Dash to Trade, we've mentioned it before. It's top 15 million in its pre-sale. It's due to launch on several exchanges tomorrow. That's Wednesday. That's launching across God knows how many exchanges. I think it's like 6 or 7 they're going on. And Tap, a card system. Think along the lines of Plutus or Crypto.com's card system. Not the rewards or the perks, though. They've had an amazing week. They've breached like 1,447% for the week. Definitely one to look out for in the future. It's still about 95% down on its all-time high. So we expect to see that push even further up. We mentioned Woo yesterday doing that big burn. They went up by 35%. D2T, we mentioned, that's being listed today. Bonk has dived 68% from its all-time high. You've got to wonder. Argentine crypto bill is encouraging its citizens to disclose what they hold. Interesting. Cosmos. Now, it's got a huge rise in developer activity and numbers, and yet their social interaction is dropping. And likewise, their price is pretty stagnant, if negative, if anything. That's kind of sad, really. Just shows you how important the whole social side and creating that community talk really is in this game. Nepal is going against crypto in a big way. It's basically telling its servers to auto-block any crypto-related pages. So that's full-on China-style censorship we're having there. Voyager's $1 billion deal with Binance has been officially approved. That's despite the SEC probe into it. Talking of Binance, they say they're looking to expand their workforce by 30% over 2023. When everyone else is sacking, I guess that's quite a bold statement. Pre-sale launch today. We've got MEMAG, MEMAG. It's launching at 0.7 of a cents. Its first game isn't due till the second quarter, so to a degree it's vaporware, but it's paying a good deal of money out for marketing, so it could be one to watch. FGHT, Fight Out, is an interesting token as well. It's kind of a take on FitFi or Move to Earn, but it's planning to have its own brand gyms, and the type of workouts that are covered are much bigger, shall we say, than previous ones. It's up for pre-sale now. It's going to end in Q2. Price is currently 0.0166 cents. Another interesting one to keep your eyes out for is C+ Charge. That's CCHG. It's a P2P payment network for electric cars, intending to have their own electric stations. That's a very interesting one. Already had a big deal put in place in Turkey. EV ownership is up monstrously, like 96% or something. So it could be one to watch for the future. Battle game. Called Calvaria. The token is RIA. It's a play to earn battle card game, you know, the normal crap. Not really something I would normally go for, but it's got support from both KuCoin and LBank, so it's probably going to be one of the few that go places. You've got Gala. They deleted a tweet announcing a big partnership with The Rock. I'm not sure whether that was accidentally put up too early, whether it was something that was in negotiations, but they like preempted a confirmation that wasn't there, or whether The Rock was just fraudulently used from the start. Who knows? It's a mystery, but the tweet was deleted. Another project I like the look of was Upside. It's basically a layer 3 architecture that would work, you know, literally above a layer 2, creating even cheaper fees and stuff. Interesting plan, very early stages. Gemini has officially terminated its earn program after all the issues with DCG. I guess we knew that was coming. Hong Kong is trying to create a list of tokens that it supports and says is okay for retail trading. And finally, the World Bank is warning of major recession. So there you go, there you have it. That number of staked Ethereum has surpassed 16 million, which is awesome. No, exciting stuff. The big news of the last 24 hours was AVAX partnering with Amazon Web Services. This saw AVAX's trading volume rise by like 400%. And in turn has nearly pushed AVAX's price up 25%. So very exciting for them. Good stuff. Yeah, other than that, Near Protocol is up 11%. Great for them. Only negative, and even that's only barely, is BSV, which was down 8.5%. Nothing to worry about there. Yeah. So ARK Invest has bought $5 million worth of Coinbase shares. El Salvador approved a load of new Bitcoin law. Basically allows a Bitcoin bonds. So, yep, more good news on that front for them. Ukraine central bank has basically chosen Stellar over Ripple, essentially, because let's face it, Stellar and Ripple, same thing. So very good bullish for Stellar anyway. That's good news for them. The metaverse sector is very likely to reach 5 trillion. It's getting to the point now where even if you don't think the metaverse is valid right now, the amount of money in it pushing it forward, it's probably going to come quicker than everyone's expecting, even if they don't know what the metaverse actually is yet, or who's going to be running it, essentially. Yeah, we'll have to wait and see on that front, I guess. Blockchain.com is laying off 28% of their staff. Very sad news over there. Cardano's development is continuing fantastically. It's just done its first live Python smart contract on its testnet. Python is a programming language. Essentially, it's a big step forward for them developmentally. It's good stuff to see that they're pushing ahead, irrelevant of prices and everything else. Huboy has delisted 33 tokens, citing low volume. Ripple themselves have seen massive address activity over the last 48 hours and a lot of social media activity. Saying nothing in particular, unfortunately. There's been no further happenings there. It's just people are on tenterhooks waiting. Probably driven from the whole Flare fallout, I would say. Flare's airdrop to holders of Ripple, but the Ripple CTO isn't very happy with them. He doesn't like what's happened, and he basically told everybody to sell it as soon as they got it because they won't lose out. So Flare dropped by about 45% in value, and I'm sure that's what's caused the majority of the Ripple mentions. Good old SEC's Gary has compared the crypto to the Wild West. I think it's fair to say the most exciting thing that cunt does is, let's not even go there. Bless his little heart. If he thinks this is the Wild West, he wouldn't have survived very long in the Wild West, would he? Bloody hell. US, SEC, DOJ probing Solana-based stablecoin DeFi created by Saber Labs. No real word onto that yet. They're just looking into it. Nexo was raided and is under investigation in Bulgaria. FTX announced that 5 billion has been recovered so far. So that's almost half what they're gonna, that's good. It's getting better for people, but whether the regular customers will see any of that, who knows. And very important, there's a new crypto scam going around. This get your head around this. Right, look, we all know the majority of people, when they're sending stuff, they check the first 3 digits of the address and the last 3 digits of the address. The new scam basically involves using a vanity address creator to mimic those first and last digits. They then send your wallet bollocks, so it's in your transaction history. They're just trying to catch people out that use their transaction history to copy paste the addresses from. So just be extra careful on that front. Check more than your first and your last digits on any addresses that you're sending to, and don't use your transaction history to do so. No wallets were actually breached. It's just, it's hacking people's behaviour. They know that people just use transaction history to make it easier, and that's what they're attacking as such. Right, look, that's your Thursday. I guess we just get on with the day now. Thank you very much. If you'd be kind enough to subscribe, hit me up on the socials, tell me what you think. And big shout out to the Martini guy for his 130 odd % chance that something's going to happen on the CPI report today. We're expecting it to be below 6.5. There's an average chance that it could be above 3.5 or it could stay the same. So, yeah. Right, there you go. Cardano developer, IOG, has released a toolkit for side chains off of the Cardano network. That's another big bullish sign for them. Alchemy Pay, they've won Forbes Web3 Innovation Award, so that's a push for them. Binance have said they will suspend LUNC deposits and withdrawals while the LUNC upgrade goes live, which is due January the 14th at 4:50 AM UST. That might be slightly bullish for LUNC as we get closer to the date. You'll have to watch for that. Wire, that we announced was shutting down. Well, they've got a mysterious secret funder, and that has caused them to cancel their closure, reinstate full withdrawals, and boom, they're going again. Nice timing for them. They have not revealed the name of the supporter, so yeah, we don't know. Hold'em have said they're going to prefer to liquidate rather than following through with a restructuring plan they were given to save the company. Odd choice, but it's the way it goes. The SEC has charged Gemini with selling unregistered securities. You know, kick the poor bastards while they're down. I guess that seems to be the way they're going. January the 17th, we'll see a Polygon hard fork. This will improve user and development experience, which is yet more bullish news for the good old Layer 2 and one of my favourites. Bitcoin Cash has a fork in May, so that's another one that might pump up to that date and worth looking at. Huboy and Solana have teamed together to create a fiat, a crypto to fiat debit card. Supported by Visa. It's launching in Europe. Yeah, spend your Solana straight off your card. Sounds like a good plan to me. Very exciting. UK Treasury has said it's considering the digital pound and doing resource checking for that one. If Crypto.com in Singapore has laid off 20% of staff, that's kind of sad. I was hoping they were going to hold on, a bit like blockchain, probably just setting themselves up strongly before the next pump starts. So why has this pump started? Well, CPI inflation was 6.5% in the announcement yesterday. We'd mentioned it was coming. As soon as that come through, we had a good boom and everything went up. Basically, it shows that inflation is showing down. Not everything stopped and is going backwards. Some things have gone backwards. Some things are still going upwards. But overall, it's slowed. And that's important. And that's very good for us. Finally, I want to talk about Ajax, which is Singularity.net. Their Cardano-based AI project that's seen a monstrous rally of about 150% over the last few days. Now, this goes on from what I was saying. And Bill Gates agrees with me, bless his little heart. He said, Web3 is just an advertising thing. The real future is going to be in AI. Well, Ajax is an AI project, and it's on Cardano, which is going to be very good for Cardano and push them up as well. AI tokens. Look, I'm going to reel these off because I was going to do a special video all about them, but you guys don't care. You just want to know what to look at. So let me tell you. Right. Top AI tokens which are going to pump nicely this coming, bull season. iExec, The Graph, Ocean Protocol, Singularity.net mentioned, Deep Brain Chain, which runs a bit like SETI. It will use your computer's spare resources to train AI. Fucking great idea. Algotha, Cortex, Vector Space, Fetch AI. These are all going to go boom, and that's about that. Right, so there you fucking go. That's your fucking news. There are your fucking projects to look at. That's your fucking market analysis for the day. Holy fuck, let's go get drunk. That's all I can say. So there you have it. That is your fucking weekend catch-up. All the news from the whole week in one spot. I hope you've enjoyed yourselves. Do hit that subscribe button so you don't miss an episode. Please, hit me up on the socials. Have a chitty chat. And thank you very much, and we'll see you again next week.
All things crypto by a duck life. See you next time.